Welcome to Ole Walls House. It's me. It's your man. It's your main man. It's your host. It's Ole Walls. And I'm back with you. Ole Walls House, episode 123. 123 times we've done this. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Appreciate all your support. If you guys could, you know the deal, housekeeping here. If you could rate, review, comment, subscribe, share the show, share the pod, let everyone know. Ole Walls House. It's the place to be. Going solo again this week. Got a fun show. We got Wells Fargo just finished up here. We got PGA Championship prep. We got to talk some boxing. We got some boxing behind us, some boxing ahead of us, an undisputed heavyweight title fight. Quick check-in on NBA and NHL playoffs. We got to touch in with the Guardians. We have my passing thoughts. We have another OWH album. So a lot of fun stuff. Before we get there, before time runs out, if you're looking for 20% off Liquid IV, go to liquidiv.com or the link in the show notes below. You know the deal. All the great flavors. Double the hydration than water alone. 3 times the electrolytes in your leading sports drink. Equitable access to water for all. Liquidiv.com. Promo code OWH. O for Ole, W for Walls, H for House. Let's get into it. As I speak right now, Rory McIlroy is bebopping his way up the 18th hole with a 7-shot lead. A 7-shot lead. I didn't see if he hit the green or not. He is currently, that's 2. What did he start the day at? Jeez, he's currently 8 under on the round. Birdie for 62, par for 63. As he laps the field, will finish 10 shots clear of third. I think he's on the green. Just kind of the way he's walking. We'll finish 10 shots clear of third. 7 shots better than Xander Schauffele, a guy he started the day 1 back of. There was. This is also. We'll get to Xander. We'll get to Xander. We'll get to Xander. He was. Rory was down 2 after the 7th hole. Is that Xander's ball in the water? Whose ball is in the water? Or is Rory's ball in the water? You're getting my live reaction as I'm watching this go. Rory hit it in the water. I didn't even see it. Doesn't matter. He's up by so many. I'm actually glad I'm doing this before, like, not knowing he hit in the water, because it's so much of a runaway. He's going to actually make what? He's going to be 2 in, 3 out, drop 2 in, drop 3, hit 4 on. He'll finish at 18 or 17. Shit, he's going to get that damn near the fringe. He might even be able to putt it. I don't think he'll putt it. It looked kind of furry from that cut. Anyway, he was 2 back after the 7th hole, and by the 13th hole, he had a 4-shot lead. A 4-shot lead. In that stretch, he goes birdie on 8, birdie on 9, eagle on 10, 11 is a par, 12 is a par, 13 is a birdie. Then just to cap it off, he goes 14, 15, he goes birdie, eagle. Eagles both the par 5s on the back 9. So was 6 under going into this hole. Could have been birdie here to shoot 29, but again, does not matter. It was over the second he chipped that ball in out of the bunker on 15. That was all she wrote. I started getting around. I started getting ready. I've already recorded 1 segment at the point of this, airing of the tournament as Rory literally takes his drop on the 18th hole as he looks to get this down in, I don't know what. So he's hitting his 4th shot. So he can, Schauffele already chipped up. So Beth Schauffele's going to finish his 12 under. So Rory has 7 shots to play with, so he just needs to get it down in 6 from here. Can he do it? That's a big question. I'll play it out for you. He hits the chip. It's going to roll up. It's a little hot. He's probably got 10, 12 feet coming back, so look out for the back points. If we avoid back points, this one's all over, folks. But Rory's hot, obviously, and we're headed to the PGA Championship next week at Valhalla, and this is a good sign for Mr. McIlroy. He wins the 2-man event last week with Shane Lowry, and now he wins at a place he likes, Quail Hollow. That was exactly what I said to the roommate when she asked me who to pick in fantasy golf this week, she goes, should I take Rory? And I said, he likes this place. He shot 62 to win his first event here and had some good feelings coming in today. A little fiery, Rory. He was kept off the board after expressing an interest in getting back on the PGA Tour board this week. Word was the cadre of Pat Cantlay, Tiger Woods, and Jordan Spieth kept him off. Interesting pairing there. Not so much the Cantlay thing. Cantlay apparently is the man in charge on the board, allegedly. That's the rumors going around. Oh God, my mic. I think one thing to note in that little group of people is two guys have used Joe LaCava as a caddy. It's something I didn't hear going around. There were a lot of other discussions about why he may not be on, wanted to be back. People don't like him, perhaps. He did walk away from the board, like voluntarily, and now all of a sudden he wants back on. He's still on some board that is the transition board that's going to do some negotiating with the Saudis. I don't know. It's very complicated, but I want to point out that both Pat Cantlay, who currently uses Joe LaCava, who was, all involved in that dust-up at the Ryder Cup, and Tiger, who was a former Joe LaCava was his former caddy. I don't know. Might be nothing to it, but just something to think about. Just something to think about. Fucking people are petty. I'm petty. And Rory is completed today. He makes a double, shoots a final round 65, wins by 5 shots. And somehow, when it started to keep rolling, it felt like more. Rory McIlroy is a winner heading into the PGA Championship at Valhalla. And I think you would call these guys the 3 best players in the world. Rory McIlroy, Scotty Scheffler, Brooks Koepka. I think they have to be considered the 3 best players in the world. They've all won their last start coming into this. Just something to think about. It's been reported that Scotty Scheffler has had his kid, I think. Has Scotty Scheffler had his child? Has Scotty Scheffler had his baby? Reporter confirms #baby board. Oh yeah, that was a weird tweet by somebody. Did I save a picture of that? No, I didn't. So, 26th win on the PGA Tour for Rory. Here was a good tweet from Kyle Porter. The most underrated part of Rory's career is a longevity illustrated by the fact that in August of 2014, the week before the PGA at Valhalla, as the number 2 player in the world, he beat Sergio at Firestone. Then 10 years later, the week before the PGA at Valhalla, as the number 2 player in the world, he's beating Xander at Quail Hollow. 2 great players, one from the generation ahead of him, one from the generation behind. He's doing the same thing to them 10 years apart. And that entire time, he's never been outside the top 20 in the world. Not quite Phil's longevity yet, but to be that good for that long in a sport that grinds up even the greats like golf does is truly extraordinary. It is. He's been around for a long time. He won his first major in 2011. He kind of bust on the scene originally, I think, like 2010 in a big way. He's been around a long time. The Sergio and Xander Schauffele comparisons are really something. Obviously, the Firestone event was a WGC event, very kind of similar to the setup of these new designated elevated signature events. So a lot of similarities in a lot of what's happening there. Let's talk about Xander before we get to the PGA. Xander was in the final group for the 4th time this year, hasn't closed any of them. There was a stretch where Xander had never won a full field event that went 72 holes. He, has done that. But just his professional wins. He just had been a long time. Tour champion, so he won the Greenbrier, which I believe was a full field. Then Tour Championship, WGC, HSBC Champions was small. Those were both small fields. Century was a small field. Zurich, and then it was when he won the Travelers. He did then later that year win the Genesis Open as well. But the guy is known to disappear and backdoor top 5, top 10s, things like that. And, when the going got tough, Xander did not get going. he had wedges in his hands on 11 and 12. And if you remember on 11 and 12, Rory made pars on both of those after making eagle to take the lead on 10. Xander has wedges in his hand from the fairway on both 11 and 12, walks off the 12th green, 1 over through those 2 holes after a 3-putt from like the fringy area on 12. Then he airmailed it on 13, and then all of a sudden he was 2 up after 7 and down 4 after 13. Didn't make birdie right in front of the green on 14 when it felt like it was all over at that point anyway. And then Rory chips in on 15 for eagle, and then all of a sudden it's over. So it just felt exactly like Xander. It felt exactly like Xander doing what Xander always does and not finishing and not winning and just not coming through when he needs to pick up a big win. And it's unfortunate because, I mean, he seems relatively likable. I mean, I don't think there's anything to super dislike about the guy. I don't think he's, someone you can hate on easily. I mean, it's not like he's electric or anything like that, but I mean, he just doesn't get it done. I don't know what else to say. He just doesn't get it done when push comes to shove. I took him this week too, so I'm damn it, Xander. I was trying, man. I've been like on the Xander and can't lay defender train for a long time. I'm done. I'm out. Like, they just don't get it done when it matters. They just fucking are killers at racking up points on the PGA Tour, racking up top 5s, rocking up top 10s. Xander has a good, top 5 record in majors. But, like, I mean, a lot of yellow on that Wikipedia page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 top 5s. Hasn't top 5 since 2021. So on top of those 7 top 5s, you add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more top 10s. And again, the top 10s haven't gone anywhere. 2 top 10s in 2023 and 8th at the Masters that he fucking backdoored his way into. It just, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's just not a closer. All right, speaking of majors, PGA is next week. Let's just talk about it. I think you'll hear, if you listen to golf podcasts, you listen to, Golf Channel, you see Twitter talking about golf, you're going to hear that Valhalla is a badly designed golf course. I don't know. I'm not into the golf course architecture snobs who say, oh, this St. Andrews is beautiful, this is perfect, and Valhalla's dog shit, and LACC is awesome. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know how I judge golf courses? Over time, do they provide a great test of golf that produces great leaderboards and great events? Let me read out the winners for you at Valhalla over, there's 3 PGAs and 2 senior PGAs. This course was once owned originally 25% by the PGA Tour, then they bought up to 50%. Eventually bought the entire thing and then have sold it a couple years back. I guess there have been some changes to the golf course, but that is, again, not what I'm talking about. So, the winners at Valhalla. Mark Brooks wins his only major as he steals one from Kenny Perry in a playoff. Kenny Perry, I was listening to a podcast with Jim Nance. Kenny Perry was up in the booth until Mark Brooks finished the round, kind of infamously, and then goes on to lose in the playoff. In 2000, Tiger Woods beats Bob May in one of the all-time final rounds. Go back and watch it. Tiger beats him by 1 in the playoff. That was a 3-hole aggregate. Famously runs the ball in, is pointing at it coming down the stretch on the first playoff hole. In the 2004 Senior PGA Championship, Hale Irwin, another very good player, wins by 1 stroke over Jay Haas. In 2008, the Ryder Cup was hosted there, and the United States team a bunch of just fucking total misfits. Like, just literally, I'm not going to do it. Just go read who was on the 2008 United States Ryder Cup team. Paul Azinger, captain. In 2011, the Senior PGA Championship, Tom Watson wins in a playoff over David Eager. I don't know who the hell David Eager is, or Egger. And then in 2014, in an absolutely incredible tournament, Rory McIlroy wins by 1 stroke over Phil Mickelson. Ricky Fowler was very involved in that. Remember, Rory was hitting into those guys on 18 because it was getting dark and he wanted to finish. Incredible tournament. So we have winners of Tiger Woods, Hale Irwin, Tom Watson, Rory McIlroy, and then Mark Brooks is the outlier. And there has been a combined in regulation difference from first to second place of 2 strokes. I'm all in on fucking Valhalla, man. That's what I know. I am fucking all in on Valhalla. It gives us action. I'm fucking so in. I'm so in. Going into Valhalla, we got Scotty Scheffler, obviously, who's been playing awesome golf. Can he keep it going? Again, allegedly there's a baby born. I don't know that I've seen it from anyone else. There was a weird tweet about it from some guy who said he was good to go and then put hashtag baby born at the bottom. Fucking reporters are weird. We have Rory McIlroy feeling, shunned after being kicked off. They're not let back on the board, winning his last 2 events and going absolutely apeshit and just fucking treating Xander Schauffele like the little boy that he is. We have Brooks Koepka, who wins his last event on LIV. You never know what a regular season golf event means to Brooks Koepka, but if he's playing good heading into him, and again, I've said this, if Brooks Koepka just turns into the fucking PGA killer, I love it so much. Justin Thomas has been playing like decent golf. This is a home state event for him in his home state of Kentucky. I think he's from Kentucky, right? I say that, and then I'm going to be very wrong. He's from Kentucky, right? Yeah, he was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. This Valhalla is in Louisville. Something to keep an eye on. What else happened on the leaderboard today? Is there anyone else kind of playing good golf that I've been seeing, a bunch of lately? No, Jason Day. I don't think Jason Day's got it in him. Max Homa, a decent event. Does he, find some momentum in a major? After the Masters, he gets kind of keeps the momentum, not finds it, but keeps it. Tommy Fleetwood, he won't do shit. Colin Morikawa, up until today, was actually playing good. Shot 3 over today, but, can he do some? Oh, Justin Thomas shot 1 over today. I thought he played better than that. I apologize, but still, keep an eye on Justin Thomas. Again, PGA fucking killer. God, can we get a Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka fucking duel down the stretch to see who is the ultimate PGA Tour killer? That would be awesome. God damn it. I just scroll down the leaderboard and I see fucking Pat Cantlay shot 200 today. This would be the kind of event that this would be the major he wins. Because then, the golf snobs would be like, oh, well, he won at fucking Valhalla. Whatever. God, it's going to be fun next week. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. PGA next week. Be on the lookout. I don't know if I'll be able to, but if something pops, I might do a live. So, all right, cool. That's good on the golf. I think we did it up. Let's go. Let's keep going. Absolutely not the week we were looking for from the Cleveland Guardians. Do all right with the Tigers early in the week. They get 2 or 3 there. Win in extras on Wednesday to win that series. Oh, and then it's just a disaster. A disaster from there. 3 straight losses to the lowly Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox, who are now 12-28, and I think have 4, maybe 5 wins over Cleveland this year. Let's circle back to earlier in the year when they played. They had 2 wins. They won the series. Oh, sorry, I lied. I'm an idiot. They have 1 win. I think they've played again. No? No, they haven't. I thought they had. They're 4-3. The White Sox are 4-3 against Cleveland. Cleveland is 3-4 against the White Sox. Just not good. Not good. There was not a lot of good. The Quanster being down has been troublesome. Thursday, we got 2 runs. They were back-to-back home runs by Jose Ramirez and Josh Naylor. Friday, it was something more of the same. It was Jose hit a 2-run homer. We got a home run from Tyler Freeman. Just as they kind of closed the gap, though, they gave up another run in the 8th. They started to close it in the 7th. Gave up 2 runs. Jose hit the 2-run bomb in the 8th and then gave up another. And then we go yesterday, the Saturday game, I believe Josh Naylor hit another home run. Sorry. Boomer is speaking his displeasure. He's not even lifting his head off. He's laying on my couch. Oh, he finally lifted his head up to say his words. But yeah, just not great. Not great. If Boomer doesn't shut up, though, we may have to pause and come back. We can work through it. Hey, let me just talk to him real quick. We're back. Boomer's done with his bark attack. But yeah, today, getting a little production today in a big 7-0 win to salvage the week, keep us out ahead of the Twins. I didn't see how the Twins had done today. Let me circle back to the scores here as well. The Twins did beat the Blue Jays, so that's a big win to keep us a half game ahead of the Twins, who are 24-16, kind of streaking lately. Still 7-3 through their last 10. But yeah, got some from Andres Jimenez, who fouled a ball off his foot just before that and then went deep. David Fry added some production with a 2-run blast. David Fry has been pretty good at providing a little power to the lineup when he's been in it. So, again, not the week we were looking for. But we come out, we still hold the lead in the Central. This was a spot to expand on it, unfortunately. The White Sox had been hot. They'd won 4 in a row coming into today. That was the first 3-game losing streak for Cleveland of the year. I just want to look at something. I had a couple other notes here, I felt like. Oh, Manzardo got brought up. He's had a rough go of it so far. He struck out 3 times in his first game. He has gotten a couple of hits in there. But the real problem is it feels like the lineup's 3 people deep. It feels like it's Jimenez. It feels like it's Josh Naylor. And then it feels like it's Jose Ramirez. If we can't get any, Fry's given a little production. He's not playing every day. I mean, where else is the production coming from? Tyler Freeman. We don't have the Quanster right now. So, we got Estevan Florio in there, who's been fine. But, it feels like it's a 3-deep lineup, which is a struggle. Thursday they had the bases loaded with in the top of the 7th with no outs, and they go strikeout, ground down. I know that shit happens, but then in the top of the 8th, bang bang. After 2 outs, there's back-to-back home runs. So it was Naylor and Jose, obviously. So it feels like it's a 3-man lineup. Looking forward, the Texas Rangers will come to town. We will go to the Texas Rangers before the Minnesota Twins come to town. Obviously, the Twins are playing some good ball right now. Second in the division. The Rangers lead out west. They have a half-game lead over the Seattle Mariners. So, tough week ahead of us. Those are some good teams. I don't know if we know who's slated to be on the bump tomorrow. We should. Bybee, who's been having a decent year. We go Bybee, Lively, which is scary. He has a pretty good ERA at 2.08, but and then nothing Wednesday. All night games in the 3-game set with the Rangers, and then they are off. They are off on Thursday to travel back to Cleveland, where they play the 3-game set with the Twins. So this is an important week. This week we just completed felt important because there could have been a lot of wins to rack up. This is an important one to just not get fucked. Find a way to stay ahead of the Twins. Pick up some wins in there somehow. Again, Rangers lead a division. It's not like they're an incredible team so far. They're 22-19, so nothing wild, but find some production. We got to find some production from somebody that's not named Josh Naylor, Jose Ramirez, mostly them, and then Andres Jimenez. And then hopefully get some good news about Stephen Kwan. I think there was good news for Chase the Lauder. His foot injury will not require surgery, so that's good. The other kind of young up-and-coming guy. See if Manzardo can find a little bit of a footing here. Tough start for him, but all right. Important week coming up for the guards. Important week. Oh, WH albums time. Gosh, I was just having a sneeze attack, and my eyes look like I'm just dying. I've developed allergies later in life, I think, and it's really fucking annoying. All right, Metallica, otherwise known as the Black Album. The Black Album is how I always think of it. I didn't know until I started doing this that it was what is named. That it was a what do they call it? Shit, I don't know. The word they use to say that the name of the band is the same as the name of the album. This is actually their fifth album. Fifth album, released in 1991, the year I was born. August 12th of 1991. Man, it was recorded from October of 90 to June of 16. And then they had it released by August. I always thought it took a little longer. This album has probably got to be... There is a lot of stuff written on the Wikipedia page about this album. 5 singles from this album. Probably 5 of their best songs ever. I think this is the best Metallica album there is. There are some good songs and great albums elsewhere on there, but again, start to finish, this is the best one. Not a no skipper for me. I will listen to Of Wolf and Man as well. My Friend of Misery is also all right for me. Holier Now, Through the Never, The Struggle Within, they're whatever for me. The God That Failed. Again, not everything on every album I do is going to be a no skip album. Sometimes the hits are the hits, and they're going to carry the day. And this is an album that does it. Because we're talking about... Excuse me. I'm telling you, I'm getting allergies. I'm gonna have to mute the mic. I'm not going to stop. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. I'm sorry. But again, sometimes the hits are the hits, and they carry the day. And this is one of those albums, man. Like, you look at this, and you're talking the hits of the hits. Enter Sandman starts the CD. And this is their best song. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's their best song. It's their most widely known song. This song fucking slaps. You cue up Enter Sandman, and you're just sitting there. You're fucking ready, man. You are ready to go. You play Enter Sandman and you don't get pumped up, I don't want to know you. I don't want to know you. That's what I'm talking about. That is just fucking... I'm not a metalhead, but that's fucking metal. That is it. That is... Exit line! God damn. I'm just getting fired up thinking about it. I don't even have to hear it. I just think about it in my head. And I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Woo! We don't slow down. We go to Sad But True. Just an all-time riff. Kid Rock decided to use it for American Badass. Like, this song is so great. It was great again with another song. That's how great that one is. Again, Holier Than Thou is okay. We're going to be talking about the hits here. We're not talking about deep cuts, really. The Unforgiven. What a song. Just a great song. The fact that Metallica can slow it down, too, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Is just an awesome, you know, extra gear they have. They shift it down. They shift it down the second, and they slow it down. It's incredible. Wherever I may roam. Wherever I may roam. God, this CD just gets... I'm ready. I listened to it like 2 days ago, and I'm still buzzing. Don't Tread on Me's good. And then we go to the ballad of all metal ballads. Nothing Else Matters. I mean, they also have Fade to Black, The Unforgiven too, but Nothing Else Matters is the ballad of all ballads for me. Metal ballads. And it slaps. I love this CD. I don't know when I came to the CD. I always knew Enter Sandman. I heard American Badass first, and then when I heard Sad But True, I was like, oh, this is even better than American Badass, and that's saying something. Nothing else, man. Like, this CD, it just, when I want to get fired up, I want to get fired up. This is one I turn on. Like, that's the legacy to me of this CD, is when I want to get fired up, give me some Metallica, and most of them are coming off this CD. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Hell yes. Next week, what are we doing? One of my other favorite bands, we're going to go to them. We're going to go to the Goo Goo Dolls, and we're going to do Dizzy Up the Girl. All right. Keep it rolling. And for some passing thoughts, all right, let's start with some kind of just other random sports stuff that I didn't have any thought on. Let's start with a couple fights, and we'll kind of roll that. Derek Lewis won by knockout. Didn't watch. Went to bed. Don't know why I didn't watch. I should have. I'll have to go back and watch that. A fight that I definitely didn't watch because I believe it started around 11:15 Central. Like, why? Lomachenko. Who'd he beat? Kambosos. George Kambosos. Stops him in the 11th. I guess it was just a complete rout the whole way. Can't say I'm sorry I didn't watch that. So Lomachenko's still looking to get to be undisputed at 135 and just completely routs George Kambosos. All right. The fight news for this episode is all about a fight that's upcoming. We have Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury for the undisputed heavyweight title this Saturday. I think this would be the first time that there would be an undisputed champ in the four-belt era. There'll probably soon be another belt added. You never know. But we're going down. This is, I believe it's happening in Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken. Saudi Arabia is ponying up the prices, ponying up the cash for it. So the pay-per-view is scheduled to start about 2 p.m. Eastern time. They say ring walks approximately set for 6:05 Eastern. What else is on this card? Let's see if we can find it here real quick. I forgot to grab that when I started. Who else is fighting here? Who we got? Oh my, there are a lot of fights. Isaac Lowe. Sergey Kovalev is in a fight against Robin Sirwan Safer, whoever that is. Frank Sanchez against Ajit Kabel. A lot of big boys. There's a featherweight to start the night. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fights on this card. I can't imagine they're not starting all 10 fights at the 2 o'clock time. There's got to be something earlier here. Whatever. We'll figure it out. So there are featherweights, a little guy, cruiserweight, heavyweight, light heavyweight, lightweight, heavyweight, super featherweight, Joe Cordina and Anthony Kakasi, I don't know. And then Jai Opatia versus Marius Briedis for a cruiserweight title. That could be decent, I guess. I don't know. This is, again, with boxing, it's all about the main event. We have Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. Usyk holds one of the belts. Fury holds the other. Flip that. Usyk holds 3 of the belts. Fury holds the last one. So we're getting a heavyweight unification, undisputed. This is a really interesting fight because Fury is way bigger than Usyk, who was a cruiserweight. He's probably going to come in weighing about 225-ish, I would guess. Fury's going to come in 265 minimum. It'll be interesting to see if Fury tries to go the same game plan he went when he fought Deontay Wilder and just try and press him, use his weight, use his size. Usyk is a way better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Not the power, not the one-punch stopping power that Deontay Wilder has, but a way better boxer. Much slicker, better movement, can put together combinations way better than Wilder ever could. So it'll be interesting to see how Fury does with that. Fury, of his own admission, does not do well against smaller left-handed fighters. It's just a very contrasting style. If this fight could get really, really ugly and not fun to watch, I want to put that out there. If Fury decides to box with Usyk, this fight could be an absolutely fucking snooze fest. Like, it could be horrendous. But 'tis the risk we take. I still want to see it. I'm still going to pony up the money. Afternoon fight, I love it. Well, it won't be afternoon. It'll be early evening. They say 6 o'clock Eastern. I bet they don't start the ring walks at 6 o'clock Eastern. I bet this fight, the bell does not ring for the fight till about 7 Eastern would be my guess. Just a guess. Man, that's going to be late. That's 12 o'clock in the UK. That's probably after. Yeah, that is late. Who knows? It's boxing, though. I'm going to say this. If Fury tries to just bully Alexander Usyk, I don't think that works because I think Usyk can kind of piece him up and move around him. I don't think he can just walk him down and do what he did to Wilder. I think if he tries to use his size and reach effectively and not just straight up try and walk him down and bully him, but use it, in the right spots where he can use the size and corner him when he can and lean on him when he can, not just try and be a one-track mind going forward. Because I think if he goes forward, he gets pieced up and he gets hurt. I don't know that Usyk knocks him down or knocks him out, but I think if he just tries the all go, all forward, Usyk can handle it that way. If he tries to use his size and weight effectively and sparringly, then I think it can work for him. Who knows? It'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting regardless, and I think it'll be interesting even if it's boring to like the casual fan. As a guy who likes boxing, I think I'll be interested the whole time. That said, it could also just become a total snooze fest for me. Okay. I'll take Usyk to win, though. I'm going out there. Hockey playoffs. I haven't watched a ton. I did see Carolina beat. I did see a good portion of Carolina beating the Rangers to keep that one going. I saw the end of. I flipped it on like midway through the third when the Florida Panthers were absolutely shit kicking the Boston Bruins. So have not seen much of the Western Conference side at all. NBA playoffs. I did see the Dallas Mavericks. Saw the end of that one the other night when they beat the Thunder, and then Luka had quite the press conference where there was somebody was watching porn in there. The Denver Nuggets, I watched probably the first half of that game when they held off the Timberwolves. They play tonight, I believe, but the Nuggets held on and picked up a game to avoid going down 3-0. I believe the Pacers just beat the Knicks today. The Knicks, I've learned, run a really, really short bench. The Pacers kicked the ever-loving shit out of the Knicks. I saw some people being like, why is Jalen Brunson still in this game? Cavs Celtics play again Monday. They played yesterday. I was watching portions of that game as well. The Celtics do finally get a win. Not finally. They go up 2-1. Jason Tatum. Good game. Donovan Mitchell had a good game. Oh, also in that Nuggets series. Who is his name? The guy who threw the thing on the court. He had himself a game the other night, at least at the portion I was watching. What's his name? Let me see. I gotta get the stats. I can't think of it. Jamal Murray. He's injured. He had a nice game that day, though. He had 24 points. He must have had 12 to 15 of those in the first half when I was watching. So, all good series. We got a 2-2, a bunch of 2-1s. Fun stuff coming up with that. All right. Rest of my passing thoughts. What do we got? I've been golfing again. I've been out there. Got a new D stick. It's been treating me well. I'm more accurate. I've always been a terrible driver of the golf ball, but I got fit for a new driver. Got the right shaft. Got the right stick in my hand. And it's been nice. Finished Parks and Rec to the point that the roommate lets me finish it. She's a big believer in you stop after season 6. The Unity concert is the last episode. You do not watch season 7. She despises it. So we have finished season 6 of Parks and Rec. She said, we're done. That's it. We're going to do New Girl. We've watched that, I think, once before, a while back. So we're gonna rewatch that. I got a new shirt. Producer Kevy sent me the shirt in an Instagram post. He said, I need to get this. And it says, today is going to be the day You think they're going to throw it back to you, and it's a big old lab on there. So, in honor of my boy Boomer, I had to get that shirt. So, great shirt. I also found out that Kid Cudi has just kept releasing albums. I don't know how old you people are that are listening, but when I was in college, Kid Cudi was a big deal. I think his first album came out my senior year of high school. But by the time I got to college, it was like he was a big deal. That was like 2009, 2010, 2013. Like those albums were out there. You were in it with him. He's also released an album in 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 22, 22, 24. I had no idea. I thought he just kind of faded away and did some acting. Like, I just thought he had moved on. The things you learn. I don't even know what led me to Kid Cudi. I got like a Kid Cudi song like in my head, and I was like, I'm going to listen to some Kid Cudi working out. I thought he was gone. Roommate and I went out to lunch the other day. We go to a bar restaurant, and I had a very good burger. She had an incredible. I almost got this one. It was an Italian beef grilled cheese. I was going to get it, and then I didn't because I got a burger with a brat on it and cheese curds. That was very good. I should have got the Italian beef with the grilled cheese. It was fucking so good. I had to steal a couple bites first. But there was this group of guys. One of them appeared to have played golf that day. This other guy, and most Wisconsin bars have pull tabs, and they have some sort of video slot machine. My guy is just in the bar at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was kind of a later lunch. Drinking coffee and just crushing every form of gambling he could get his hands on. He was doing pull tabs. There might have been instant lotto in there. He was on the video poker, just walking around, drinking a coffee, like out of a coffee mug, just getting after it in any way he could. Just true degenerate behavior. It was absolutely incredible. We also tried Lane's Chicken. I believe it is a Texas-based, originally Lane's Chicken. They do spicy or regular chicken fingers, and they do a sandwich with it. Very good. Very good. We got to do Raising Cane's here soon. We were going to do that, and then there was stuff going on. Lane's Chicken, 1994. Born and breaded in Texas. They have a good sauce. A little peppery taste to the sauce. It was pretty good. I recommend Lane's Chicken. They had a nice milkshake, too. Your boy probably didn't need the milkshake, but I got it. What else? It's been open window weather. It's actually not today. It's like 82 degrees in Wisconsin. I got my AC on for the first time here today. But for the most part, and for the next couple of weeks, it looks like it's going to be open window weather. I ain't got to run heat. I don't got to run AC. You just pop the windows open. It gets a little chilly at night. You got to bundle up in bed. But you wake up, it's nice and cool in the morning. It cools the house down. Make it a little warm throughout the late afternoon. But then the evening comes and the temperature drops and it gets really comfortable. There's just something beautiful about having the windows just open all day long. It's so wonderful. And finally, I'm a garden bed construction master. I've made my fifth garden bed now. Made a couple for the in-laws. Made a couple for the in-laws, a couple for myself. The Pops helped me make the first one. I've been rolling out with the roommate since. So we got a fourth garden bed at our house now. We inherited two when we bought the house. Didn't even know they were ours. But we got four now. So we'll be looking to get those planted. I think we got some peppers coming. Some bell peppers, some sweet peppers. We got jalapenos, tomato plant, cucumbers, all sorts of herbs. We got some carrots on deck. So a lot of stuff. We're ready to go. We've expanded from 2 to 4 very quickly. There may be one more in the future. I looked back at it after we placed it and started to fill some dirt in there. I was like, ooh, if I get 1 or 2 more, I could justify greenhousing it and going year round. That's sicko. I also texted my boys about it, and I got friend of the program, Matt Wader, shot back that his significant other, his missus, had requested a garden, so he got a rototiller and did it on the ground. The roommate called her and was like, no, you got to get a garden bed. So he texted me back. It's like, thanks, Dick. Now I'm making garden beds. That's what I'm here for. And Mr. Bucky Appley texts us, goes, Jesus Christ, we're so old, and that we are discussing garden beds. So, all right, that's all I got. Let's go wrap this thing up. Losey time, everybody. Once again, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the watches. I appreciate the listens, wherever you may doing it. Spotify, Apple. What else are we on? Don't Google anymore. Spotify, Apple, YouTube are the main ones. Yeah, I think you can do like Zencaster and some other weird ones. But yeah, so again, I appreciate all of this stuff. If you guys could, review, comment, subscribe, share. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to producer Kevy, as always, for getting me going on this. We're going to be back next week, as always. We got more stuff. The PGA Championship. Be on the lookout. I don't know that it'll happen, but be on the lookout for a live or something like that. If I have time, I might sneak it in. We'll definitely react to the PGA Championship. The NBA and NHL playoffs are going. We have the next OWH albums. We're doing Goo Goo Dolls' Dizzy Up the Girl. So until then, peace.